Hey guys, Derek with Dependable Success, Motivation, Inspiration. We are back in action for another video. We are talking about how to persevere in a negative economic scenario. On this channel, we do our best to help you and most importantly, keep it real with you. And you'll hear a lot of different things right now. Oh, everything's fine. Oh, we're in a recession. Oh, we're not in a recession. Bottom line is, it doesn't matter if you're like me and you're a small business owner or you work at a big corporate company. You've heard about the layoffs. You've seen the slowdown. I don't think we're in a 2008 scenario, God forbid, but it's time. You got to get excited again. You got to get urgent, right? You got to take action now so that you can continue to prosper for your family, your community, your churches, any cause you believe in. So we touched earlier on the 4 points. We actually have 5 for you on what we think is the best strategies to really help you persevere. And here I am today, and I'm going to elaborate on them with our new video format. We're able to spend a little bit longer on each topic because I really hope that you take it to heart. And my wish is you put it into practice in your life and really go out there and make a difference. Okay? So number 1, you got to play the long game. We're not in business. You don't go to work for 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, even 1 year, right? The average career is going to last well past 30 years. And you got to remember, you're not in business for 1 day. If your company's having a hard time and you're an employee, they're not in business. You are not an employee there for 1 day, 1 week, 1 month. You got to play the long game if you want to succeed. I promise you, as an employer myself, I want the people that are committed to do the best, right? If it comes, God forbid, to a point where we got to trim the fat or make any kind of layoffs or any kind of budget things, I'm not doing it with the people that are committed, that are playing the long game. I promise you, 95% of the time in the scenario that you are in, as long as you are in a legitimate company, there's always more money to make, okay? So many people I talk to, I want to make 80 grand, I want to make 100 grand, I want to make 150 grand, and it's like, oh, what do I need? What skill do I need? What degree? What class? No, play the long game. Take care of the people that take care of you, and more importantly, don't just wait and sit around, oh, well, I've been such a good employee, maybe they'll give me more money. No, you got to be part of the action. Get part of the revenue. Get connected. What can I do to help? Maybe you're the assistant. Hey, seems slow. What can I do to drive some business in the door? Maybe you're the janitor. Hey, man, I'll pass out cards. I'll do anything. Employers take note of that, right? Play the long game. I promise you, you will do so much better off. Me and my wonderful assistant had a talk the other day about a couple key people in an organization that we are very fond of. And a lot of those key people are making unbelievable money, more money than you would ever make in those positions because they've been there, they've helped bring the organization to where they're at today and really helped develop it and are an integral part of the revenue. So keep your head on straight and play the long game. Speaking of being able to play the long game and keeping your head on straight, you got to cut out the noise, right? How are you going to prosper? How are you going to provide for your family? How are you going to energize things and get things going again when you're glued to the news, right? And it's all bad news. It's all bad, right? All they talk about in the media, it's a fear-based sell. It's all bad. We're in a recession, inflation. I mean, limit the noise, right? The hell with that stuff. You start thinking about how to create an economy, not how to be part of an economy. Economy is a bunch of pieces, right? It's a bunch of pieces. You got workers, creators, all different types of players that make up the economy. So start creating your own economy. Who do I know that can do business with me today? Better yet, what businesses around me can I help today? I was talking with a few small business owners, and just to help my business, I want to give. Hey, I'm sure you guys have heard we're in a recession. What can I do to help you for free? Can I put your cards at my shop? Can I put my cards at your shop? We got to stick together and help each other, right? So limit the noise. You do not need any more negativity. Anybody in your life that is going to tell you, oh, what are you going to do? And oh man, don't even worry about it. forget it. Stay focused, right? You're in charge. My favorite thing, you write your own story. You're the author of your own story, period, in any economic time. And by the way, hard economic times usually breed the biggest success stories, okay? Uber, Lyft, those type of companies, they start during the recession to fill a need, right? It creates a lot of problems, but around here, we don't look at problems as problems. We look at problems as opportunities. I promise you, if you can figure out how to solve problems, that's what people pay for. In our business, a painting company, nobody pays us to paint their house. They pay us because the paint's fading, right? The problem is the paint is fading. The wood is going to rot. That's what we're doing here. Could be, oh, well, what if my wife hates the color? Okay, well, then you're fixing a problem, right? Happy wife, happy life. You're paying me to make your wife happy and paint the house. So limit the noise, okay? Number 3, motivation. Motivation. You have to stay motivated. Why? You already know the why if you've been following our channel. You know, it's your wife, it's your kids, it's your girl on the side. Whatever your motivation is, you have to stay motivated. It is so easy with the negativity, and most of us can feel the economic pressure, right? Stuff in the grocery store is more expensive, gas is more expensive. You can feel the economic and financial pressure, and you need to block it out and get motivated. Just keep your eye on your original purpose. What drives you to do what you want to do? To me, the greatest failure in life is not reaching your potential. We all have different potentials. Unfortunately, we're all not going to be Elon Musk. We're all at different places, but you want to get to your potential, no matter what that is. You want to get to your potential, okay? Number 4, you got to fight through the negativity. And this just brings it all full circle, right? You know, we talked about limiting the noise. When I say fight through the negativity, I promise you, in most of your family and social circles, you will not be able to shut the noise off. So when we say limit the noise, what we really mean is for you. Don't spend your time that you can control focusing on the negative, watching negative news, reading negative articles. No. But fighting through the negativity is different, right? That is, don't buy in when your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your aunt, your uncle starts telling you about how bad it is. You know, oh man, I lost my job. Fight through that negativity. And one of the easiest ways to do it is by helping them, man. Hey, hey, how can I help you? Be of service to others. It's the easiest way to stay positive and the easiest way to fight through the negativity. And number 5, positivity. That's a bonus one. We're talking about not staying negative, so obviously we're implying that you stay positive. But when I say positivity, I mean surround yourself, immerse yourself, freaking drown yourself in positivity. I mean, literally. I don't care if it's an audiobook, a podcast, a youth group, a church group, whatever you need to do, you gotta get positive, right? I made it a point this week at my company to really get in the driver's seat and lift my team up and turn this shit around. And I tell you, I could hardly wait to get out of bed. I felt on top of the world. I felt like I had a purpose. I felt positive. I just got off of a Zoom call, and same deal. A week ago, oh man, numbers are down. Oh, the marketing, oh my God, the clicks. And I feel much more positive now because we went out and did something about it. Okay, macroeconomic conditions are shrinking a little bit. Okay, well, what are you going to do about it? Right? You going to sit there and be negative, or are you going to focus on the long game? Right? Make sure your operation, whether if you have a job and you're an employee, your operation is your freaking job. Okay? If you own a business, your operation is your company. Make sure you keep worrying about the long game. Play the long game. Make good decisions. Don't make any rash decisions. Limit the noise. Stay motivated. Fight through the negativity. And don't be afraid. Sometimes you got to speak up. You're eating dinner. You're at your mom's house. She keeps telling you, oh, it's all ending. It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. Hey, I think that's bullshit. Don't be afraid. I mean, you got to fight through it. Whatever you have to do. I promise you it'll make a big difference. By the way, I practice what I preach. FYI, I've done tons of audio programs, tons of different things to stay motivated and help lift others up. Last week, I really was feeling down a little bit. I'm like, man, the economy, and I'm buying into this crap. And I said, no, I went back to the basics. I did a audio program that I did when I started my company that I really, really, really enjoyed. It was super positive, and more importantly, it was relevant. It was, hey, when an economy shrinks, what can you control to help advance and conquer in the business world? And it really lifted my spirits, number one. And number two, I put it into practice and really had a great week this week at work. So don't discount that stuff. A lot of people, oh, it's just a podcast, or I'm not paying no $800 for a course online. Oh, my mom told me if it wasn't taught in college, that course online, it's a scam. It's like, you make $1 million with that fucking course. Okay? Anyway, please like and subscribe. Comment down below. What do you guys do to stay positive? What do you do to fight through the negativity? Maybe it's your spouse, huh? There's a tough one. Guys live under the roof, share the same bed, huh? She thinks it's all coming to an end. You think it's rainbows and unicorns. What do you do to fight that? Share with others. That's ultimately what this is about. We're not in it for the money. We are literally here to help you reach your potential and be the best you can possibly be. Join our Facebook group. We are at Dependable Painting. We are at Dependable Success, Motivation, Inspiration. We are Dependable Painting, but we are at Dependable Success, Motivation, and Inspiration. Share it with a friend, and most importantly, you are the author of your own story. So let's go out there and write a great story. Have a great one, and we will catch everybody next video.